Oh, bumpy ride. It would come the same way that all the traffic is going right now. We'll just be patient. Welcome, everybody. I know nobody is really in here, but I think I'm going to just go ahead and start telling you guys my little story time because I'm on my way home. I just left the grocery store, and I'm not that far from home, so I decided to go out on this place that I've been seeing on Instagram um, via these DJs that I had found and started following. Um, and it looked like a little vibe. And the night was trap music versus R&B. So I was gonna have those two, um, you know, styles of music playing. Okay, that's cool. I can vibe with that. So I get ready. I put on the less sexy outfit out of the two outfits, well, three outfits that I had put together. The first outfit that was the most, hey, here I am, was a latex outfit. And I thought I would save that outfit for whenever am with a man and going out with a man, so I can feel really appreciated in it. So I put on a business style outfit, a Met Gala. Paris called it a Met Gala outfit. She's like, "Mom, it looks like an outfit that would be seen on the red carpet for the Met Gala this year." I'm like, period. Um, Business style dress. And I'm really into the harnesses right now. So I had a black harness that got around my chest, down around my waist, and my legs. Super cute, if you ask me. So yeah, I had that on. Thought I looked cute. As soon as I get out the car, a car of dudes roll up and was like, "Hey, girl, I know you going in there and that." You know what I'm saying? How dudes be doing. Um, so I was like, "Okay," you know what I'm saying? I do look as good as I thought I looked. Just instantly grabbed attention. Um, so then I go get in line to go inside, and a girl gets in line behind me. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you look so cute. I love your outfit. You're a vibe. I love it all. Whatever." I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you." We started talking. I'm like, "Did you come alone, out alone?" And she was like, "Yeah, I did. How about you?" I was like, "Yeah, I came out alone too." She was like, "Well, we can go in together." She's like, "I know a lot of people out here, so we can go in together." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "I don't know anybody out here." Um, so she was like, "Okay." Just trying to check on myself, see how I look. She was like, "Okay." So then we go inside, and in the club, there's like one big section, the nicest section. And then there's about 6 booths, which are smaller sections. And then there's about 5, 6 bar stool tables with the bar stools at them that were cost to, sit there. Like there was nowhere to sit unless you were paying to sit, pretty much. Um, so I'm leaning against one table, and a guy at the other table started talking to me and the girl and was like, "You guys want, some of my bottle, whatever?" I'm like, "No, thank you." She said yes. I set my phone down I said, can I use your bottle though to hold my phone up so I can make a video of myself? And he was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I put the phone against the bottle and I try to make me a little video. And then, oh, I forgot to tell you guys one little thing first, but let me finish this part. Um, then the security comes up to me and he was like, I'm gonna need you to move. And I was like, okay, why? Like what, you know? He's like, these tables are reserved. Um, so I can't have you, you know, sitting here because these tables are reserved. And I was like, well, I'm not sitting here and I don't have my stuff here. I just have my phone set here so I can take a video. And he was like, yeah. I was like, so when I'm done my video, I'll move. He was like, no, I need you to move now. Um, my boss told me to come tell you, and I'm just telling you, I'm just doing my job. So I was like, all right, you know what? I'll respect you. You're just doing your job. You're right. So I get up and I move. Well, I don't get up because I'm already up, but I grab my phone and I just move 2 steps back from the table. Um, and he was like, thank you. And I look up and there's a guy up there standing at the top looking at everybody. So I was like, okay, that must be the owner. That's who he's talking about, the boss, which is the same guy. When I first walked in, there was a group of girls in front of me and they were taking forever. They were trying to pay with Apple Pay or what. I don't know what they were doing, but it was taking a long time. So I kind of leaned over to the side from the line and I said, how much is it to get in? And I asked the guy that was standing up at the top. He said, I don't know, you got to ask him. So I'm like, okay, well, you're definitely moving like you're somebody, that's comfortable here. So why would you not know how much it is? I just didn't say anything. I just said, okay. Asked that guy. He said, oh, it's this much. I paid him and I got in. Then the second situation was me at the table. Looked up and saw, okay, so the owner's just watching me. That was the owner. That was the boss in the front that I asked how much it was to get in. Weird. Okay, so you're just watching me. I guess, I just naturally draw the attention no matter what room I walk in. But yeah, so then the girl that I met in line, she was like, come on, I have a place for us to sit. So I was like, okay, let's go sit down. She takes me, grab your hand, go through the crowd, takes me to the section in the front that's closest to the stage and DJ. And it's a booth and it's an L shape and it's a square table and there's one chair on the outside of the table. She says, you can sit right here because she sits on the top of the section next to the guy that I guess told her she could go over there. Or in that chair. I said, I'll sit in the chair. So I sit in the chair and instantly realize that the 5 females that were already sitting in the booth on the lower part started sending real negative, ugly energy my way, looking at each other like, who is this girl? Who does she think she is? Like, they were really hot and bothered that I was sitting there. So hot and bothered that one little group of 3 of the girls got up and went and assuming from how things played out, told somebody that I was sitting in the section. So a guy comes up to me and he says, who are you? Why are you sitting here? Who are you? Who are you with? I said, I'm with her and she's with him. He said, that's Alex. So you're with Alex? I said, yeah, I guess so, because I'm with her and she's with him. And he said, he looks at the guy and the guy was like, nah, she's good, whatever. So then he walks away. The 3 girls are standing and they're not in the section no more. They're standing on the side of it and they're talking amongst themselves and they're like not happy that I'm still sitting there. So they sit back down for another like 5-10 minutes and then get up again. And once again, a different guy comes and approaches me with them 3 females lingering behind him. Like, I'm not putting 2 and 2 together and realizing you females are going out your way all night to try to figure out who's the person that's going to tell me to move up out this chair. So then the guy comes and he's just looking at me all weird and just staring at me and like going like this, like literally like dogging me and like looking at the guys, talking to them, looking at me. Then he leaves. He walks away. And then he comes back. And I can tell that he got told that I was sitting, like it was just a weird vibe. So he comes back with a bottle, and mind you, I'm sitting in front of the table, so he needs me to move in order to put the bottle in the ice bucket. So he's like, you need to get up, you need to move. Rude as fuck. So I get up and I'm like standing, I'm still holding onto the back of my chair, and I just kind of move out the way so he can put the bottle down. He puts the bottle down, and then he puts the bottle down, and then he's just leaning over with his back towards me, talking to the guys that are up sitting up there in the section. So I tap him on the shoulder. I said, "Excuse me." I said, "Is it a problem that I'm sitting here? Like, am I causing problems for you by sitting right here in this chair?" "Oh, no, I just don't know who you are or who you're with or why you're here or what you're doing." Da, da, da. And I said, I'm with her and she's with him. And they said it was okay for me to sit here. Why is this such a big deal? "Oh, no, you're good. You're good." Okay, so then he walks away, comes back and talks to the dude that said it's okay for me to sit there. And then the girl I came with was like just get up out the chair. So I just get up out the chair and go stand over by the DJ and, act like I'm unbothered because I've grown and I've healed. And so little pettiness does not get under my skin and make me react. It may bother me because you could have just been nice and cool with me and everything could have been, fun and good. But the vibe there was horrible. So I don't know if I'll ever go back there to that specific place. Maybe try a different place. Um, because I could tell that those girls were regulars there and they knew everybody there. They knew the DJ, they knew the, promoters. I know this, I know that, whatever. And were trying their hardest to get under my skin. But baby, when you vibrate at such a high frequency, you're gonna bother people. People are gonna be bothered by your presence. You're gonna trigger insecurities in other people. And, you know, you just got to be okay with that. Like if I react off of every single person giving me a dirty look, maybe I would not enjoy my night. I didn't drink as much as I wanted to drink because I didn't know how those females were going to act. Once again, I just met this girl, so I don't know, you know, it was just a let's hang out because we're both here by ourselves type of vibe. Um, so I don't know if they're going to have my back if anything was to like pop off. And, the owner was already acting funny with me from the jump for I don't know what reason. And then the females started acting funny. And it was just giving haters big time. But it's crazy because I know a local celebrity that all those people that were giving me a hard time know. And he is the same guy that I did the, what was like 14 or 16-year crush little Q&A in the car with. I did it with him. So I called him after and told him the whole story and the people and, what they looked like, everything. He knew who everybody was. And he was like, "That's funny." He's like, "You should have called me on FaceTime and handed him the phone. Or one of those dudes the phone, any of those dudes the phone, and you would have been good. Like, you would have been taking care of this tonight." And I was just like, yeah, I just didn't, I just wasn't going that route. I just didn't take that route. But I know I could have because he's obsessed with me and, he wants me to be wifey. So he's willing to do anything I ask and do anything I say. So yeah, he did say next time I go out in that area to let him know he'll go out with me. He's not a partier, so I wasn't gonna ask him to go out with me. I was gonna go to his house after because he lived close. If I drank too much, I live over 30 minutes away from the club and he lives like 10 minutes away from the club. So I was just gonna go stay at his house. But because I didn't drink that much and I didn't do no after partying, I just did that was it. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and go home. So I ended up driving home the end of the night. But next time I have a kid-free night, in a couple weeks. We'll try again in a couple weeks. I'm gonna have a better night, and I'm not gonna, entertain all the BS, and do what I always do and bring the haters out. You guys are some weirdos on here, but then I got home and I could not sleep because I'm used to waking up every 2 hours to check on the boys, or somebody has to get up, or my youngest needs his diaper changed, or he's thirsty, or, my middle child gets up and tries to come in my bed and I got to go put him back in his bed, all those kind of vibes. So I was not even able to sleep good on my kid free night. So that's horrible. But maybe when I get the 2 nights kid free, that will be really where it's at, really where I have real fun and turn up and do my big one. But right now it's just kind of like testing the waters of them staying the night with their aunt and uncle, being away from me, not sleeping with me, all that good stuff. So yeah, that was my little story time. I'm about to go in here and put these groceries up. And I don't know, I kind of want to find a movie and just kind of like chill and vibe today. I cleaned. Hopefully, I walk in this house and it's still clean. Probably won't be because my boys are Tasmanian devils. Me and Paris, mainly Paris. Paris did the mixing. I did the baking. We made some brownies, some s'more brownies, but I forgot the graham crackers. But they're still gonna be fire. So we might have a little family movie night or just a mommy daughter movie night because the two youngest, they be in their own little zone doing their own little thing. So maybe we mommy and daughter movie night. I got popcorn, I got chips and dip, I made brownies, I got Paris a little soda, I got my own little bag of chips, got a little candy for them. So that's what we finna do tonight. So my message of the day is don't let nobody bother you or get you out of your zone or your element. If people are looking at you and saying stuff and doing stuff while you're out, ignore it. Enjoy your time. Know that you're vibrating at a high frequency, so they're going to be bothered by it. And I saw Final Destination. I saw Final Destination last week, and I'm about to go see Sinners this week. So I'm going to let y'all know how that goes. I love y'all. Peace, love, and happiness. Till next time. Bye, y'all.